Hi, this is a short video about the SkyQ Touch remote. This has got some added features to it. So you may have a remote that looks like this. It's got the buttons missing on it. It's not actually missing, it's a sensor pad over here. Or you may have one that's got the buttons on it, left, right, up and down in the middle. So this one's just about this particular remote here. Ignore the colors here. It's got a woody effect. I actually bought these stickers online somewhere. A couple of pounds, and it just makes it look a little bit different. You can actually buy different ones. So what this remote does is that basically it's a sensor pad. So imagine there's a cross here, okay? It's not round and round, it's not like a swivel pad or anything like that. So what you want to do, say you can see the menu here. If I just from the middle just swipe down, so imagine middle to down, it does that. Middle to up, it does that. Middle to right, it does that. And on here, if I go up, let's say to TV guide, right, and let's say I'll go to Sky 1, and it's in the middle here. If you press that, if you click that, it actually takes you to that desired location, wherever it is. So you actually press down on it like that, yeah? Okay. Now, the cool thing about this remote, what I love is my favorite bit, is this button here on the side here. Now, if I press and hold that, it turns a remote into a walkie-talkie. So, I don't know if some of you have watched this movie called Scarface by Al Pacino, quite an old movie. There's a favorite line, my favorite line on there. He stands up and says, "Say hello to my little friend." Now, watch this, right? So if I press this button here, remember, press and hold it, don't just tap it. Press and hold it, and if I press and hold it and say hello to my little friend. Okay. Then I let go, and it'll bring up Scarface. Can you see that? So let's try, you remember the movie Terminator, when it says, "I'll be back"? Now remember, some movies may have the same line in it, so maybe bring up two different, so this Scandal over here may have that line as well, yeah? So let's say, "I'll be back." Give that a few seconds. Sometimes it takes a few seconds because it is searching for the movies and stuff. "I'll be back." So again, yeah, it didn't find it because probably that movie's not showing at the moment. But let's say I want to go to my favorite actor, let's say Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp. So anything related to Johnny Depp, it should now bring up. Let's give it a few seconds, yeah. See here? Donnie Brasco, Edward Scissorhands, so it'll bring up. It's pretty cool, right? This is one of the features that was already there from the beginning, but if you press this button, the three dots here on the side, it brings up a menu, Sky News, and all the apps and stuff like that. You don't have to actually leave the screen. If you press the middle button, select over here, and it will bring up anything related to Sky News. So it takes a few seconds, and then you can see the headlines and stuff like that. And let's say you want to go to the latest news, for example, you click that, it brings it up. So this is more to do with the features of the box. So going back to the features of the actual remote, the other cool thing is, so say for example, right, a lot of times I lose a remote in my house. You know, I've got kids, they use a remote, and with these boxes you can only have one remote programmed to it, yeah. So you can't have 5-6 remotes because it only deals with one. It's a Bluetooth remote, so my box is just outside for demonstration purposes. Usually it's in this little slot here in my cupboard, but you can actually leave it in a wooden cupboard or something like that, so it actually the signals for the remote goes through the actual cupboard, so you don't have to have the doors open like you used to have before or whatnot, yeah. So yeah, so if you lose a remote, for example, so watch this. So imagine that's there. Let's find something to cover it with. So let's say there, it's covered up, right? So if I go over here, see this, the main Skybox. This will only work with the main Skybox, not the mini boxes, okay? So the main Skybox over here has got a button that says Q on it, right? If you feel it, it's like a groove over here. If I press and hold that for a few seconds, see over here, it's beeping, right? So press any button. You can press any button to dismiss. So do you remember the old keys where, you know, you lost your keys and you whistle to it and it starts beeping? Sometimes you used to beep to anything you speak and it beeps. But this remote's quite clever. It'll only beep when you press that button and start beeping. So yeah, that's the remote there. So yeah, you can actually search also using the magnifying glass here. If you press that, you know, you can do it 2 ways to search. You can text, so you can just do whatever you want to do, you know, like that. Or you can search, so let's say you want to find EastEnders. EastEnders, you know, you'll find it, right? And then you get to go to the show that you're looking for, on-demand recordings that you have already. We've got too many recorded on here, need to catch up, don't have the time to watch it, unfortunately. So yeah, that's how you use this remote here. Any other questions, feel free to drop me a comment below and I'll try to help. Thanks.